Hello everyone, have a blessed day ahead. Today we will be learning new topic in grade 9 mathematics. So, before we start, I hope that everyone is now ready to listen and pay attention as we go through with our lesson today. So, are you ready? Let's get started. And to start with, let us have a sort of review for the past lesson. We have here the trigonometric ratios. The primary ratios, we have the sine, cosine, tangent. And the secondary ratios, we have the cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Previously, we're learning about how to solve right triangle given the mixture of two parts, the length of the hypotenuse and the length of one leg. And we were also been able to solve right triangle given the length of the hypotenuse and the measure of one acute angle. And so we were able to solve right triangle given the length of one leg and the measure of one acute angle. And lastly, we have solving a right triangle given the length of two legs. Okay, so, you have it there. You got a question. Is there any pattern in solving right triangle using trigonometric ratios, especially for the special angles? Let's find it out. That's why today we will be discussing quarter 4, week 3, module 3. And it talks about trigonometric ratio of special angles. This would be for the grade 9 level. Okay, so let's have this question. What are the special triangles? 1. 45, 45, 90 degrees triangle. And it says that in a triangle, in a 45, 45, 90 degrees triangle, the hypotenuse is square root of 2 times as long as each leg. How does it look like? Let us illustrate. So, based from our illustration, you have it there. Mark X, that would be our legs of the triangle. 45, 45, 90. And x square root of 2, that would be our hypotenuse. Just remember that the legs are congruent. And the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2 times the leg. Remember that one. Now, the second special triangle, the 30, 60, 90 degrees triangle. It says there that in 30, 60, 90 triangle, the hypotenuse is twice as long as the shorter leg. Remember that one. And the longer leg is square root of 3 times as long as the shorter leg. So, square root of 3 there is that one, supposedly to be here, times as long as the shorter leg. And if we're going to illustrate, the angle 30 degrees, opposite side of that angle is our shorter leg, which is our x. And this side in here, which is opposite to the 60 degrees angle, x square root of 3. And this would be our longer leg. And 2x, that is opposite to your right angle, that would be named as your hypotenuse. Always remember, the hypotenuse is equal to 2 times the shorter leg. And remember that the longer leg is square root of 3 times the shorter leg. Okay, let's take for example 45, 45, 90 degrees example. So let's take a look with the illustration. We have here the hypotenuse is 20 centimeter and mark X are the legs. So using the formula, hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2 times the leg. By substitution, the hypotenuse is 20 and the leg is x. So we're looking for the value of our x, so divide both sides by the square root of 2. So therefore, you would have 20 over the square root of 2. Rationalize, you would have therefore 10 square root of 2. And that would be the value of our x. Now let's have another example. So in here, the hypotenuse is side C, the unknown. And we have 4 feet as our leg. And for the solution, you would have, using the formula, hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2 times the leg. By substitution, C is equal to the square root of 2 times the leg, which is 4. So by multiplying, you would have 4 square root of 2 feet. And that would be the length of our hypotenuse. Okay, so let's have now number 3. Find the unknown r. Okay, so our leg is 3 square root of 2 and the unknown r is our hypotenuse. So let's find it out. So using the formula, r or the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2 times the leg. By substitution, you would have it there. Substitute the leg, which is 3 square root of 2. So multiply the square root of 2 and square root of 2, you would have square root of 4. What is the value of square root of 4? That is 2. So that's why we have here 2 times 3 will give you 6. So therefore, in that case, the hypotenuse is equal to 6. Now, let's have now number 4. In that case, we have the leg, which is equal to 8. And the hypotenuse is m. Okay, same pattern will do. You would have square root of 2 times 8, which is the leg. And therefore, you would have the final answer as 8 square root of 2 equals m. Is that clear now? Now, let's proceed to 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Okay, let's find it out from this example. Find the unknown. We have here, side T is opposite to the 30 degree angle. And side S is the opposite to the hypotenuse. I mean the right angle, which is our hypotenuse. And we have here 9 is opposite to 60. Okay. To find T, you will be using the formula that the longer leg is equal to the square root of 3 times shorter leg. So from there, our shorter leg in this case is T. Okay? And our longer leg is 9, that one. So therefore, as we simplify, or I mean substitute, okay? So 9 is equal to T times square root of 3. By simplifying, you have it here in our screen. The answer is gonna be 3 square root of 3. Is that clear? So meaning to say, our T here is equal to 3 square root of 3. And to find S, which is our hypotenuse, remember, hypotenuse is equal to 2 times the shorter leg. Okay? So our shorter leg in that case is T. Remember, we have find it already, the value of our T, which is 3 square root of 3. So, by simply multiplying, so S is equal to times the 3 square root of 3. So, we'll give you, therefore, 6 square root of 3. Is that clear? Okay, let's now proceed with number 2. Find the length of the leg and the hypotenuse of a right triangle based from our illustration. So, right there, our shorter leg is 7 centimeter and our longer leg is y, and x is our hypotenuse. Now, when you're going to solve, have it here. Using the formula, hypotenuse is equal to twice the shorter leg, or 2 times the shorter leg. So from here, hypotenuse, which is our x, as we substitute, 2 times 7 centimeter or 7 as our shorter leg. So therefore, our hypotenuse would gonna be 14 centimeter. And looking for the longer leg, remember, longer leg is equal to the square root of 3 times the shorter leg. So as we substitute, our longer leg here is y. And our shorter leg is 7. So therefore, y is equal to the square root of 3 times 7. Or you would have simply as our final answer as 7 square root of 3 centimeter. And that would be our longer leg. Now let's proceed. Number 3. For number 3, find the length of the legs of a right triangle. So from here, okay, so the shorter leg is A, and our longer leg is B, and our hypotenuse is 8. Now let's find it out. For the shorter leg solution, remember, hypotenuse is equal to twice the shorter leg. So our hypotenuse rather, is equal to 8, and the shorter leg is represented by A. So that's why we have 8 is equal to 2A. So since we're looking for the value of our A alone, so divide both sides by 2. So as we divide both sides, 2A divided by 2 is equal to 8 divided by 2. You will have therefore A is equal to 4. Then we have the units as inches. So A is equal to 4 inches. Now, how about the longer leg, which is B? For the longer leg, you would have square root of 3 times the shorter leg. So our shorter leg here is 4, as we find out in our solution. So therefore, you just simply multiply it by square root of 3. That's why you have B is equal to 4 square root of 3 inches. Is that clear now? So, is there any questions? No. So let's proceed. Now let us apply our knowledge about the special triangles to the trigonometric ratios of special angles. By the way, what are the trigonometric ratios? We have the sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, cosecant, and secant. What are these special angles of a triangle? Of course, you have it here. 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Okay, let's have number 1. Let A be the leg of a 45 degree 90 triangle. Okay, so we have here sine 45, cosine 45, tangent 45, secant 45, cosecant 45, and cotangent 45. Watch the video. So sine 45 therefore is square root of 2 over 2. Cosine 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Tangent 45 is equal to 1. Secant 45 is equal to 2. Cosecant 45 is equal to square root of 2. And cotangent 45 is equal to 1. Are there questions? Alright, now let's proceed to this illustration. The 30, 60, 90 degrees triangle. Let A be the shorter leg of that triangle. Okay, let's watch the video. So therefore, our sine 30 is equal to 1/2. Cosine 30 is equal to the square root of 3 over 2. Tangent 30 is equal to square root of 3 over 3. Secant 30 is equal to 2 square root of 3 over 3. And cosecant 30 is equal to 2. Cotangent 30 is equal to the square root of 3. Is that clear now? Let's proceed to this problem. How about sine 60? Okay, from this illustration, we have here the 30, 60, 90 degrees triangle. Let's find out this special angle, 60 degrees. Let's watch the video. Therefore, we have here Sine 60 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 2. Cosine 60 is equal to 1/2. Tangent 60 is equal to the square root of 3. Secant 60 is equal to square root of 2. Cosecant 60 is equal to 2 square root of 3 over 3. And lastly, we have cotangent 60 is square root of 3 over 3. Is that clear now? Or we have here, in summary, the table below shows the trigonometric ratios of the angles. Let's take a look. Okay, let us now deepen our understanding below. With the directions, determine the exact value of the following expression. Okay, so we have number 1. Secant 30 degrees plus cotangent 60 degrees. Remember, based from our table, make use of the table. What is 30, secant 30 and cotangent 60? So for our solution, you would have secant 30 is 2 square root of 3 over 3 plus cotangent 60 is square root of 3 over 3. So therefore, as we simplify, that will give you 3 square root of 3 over 3. Or simply, our final answer would gonna be equal to square root of 3. Is that clear? Now let's proceed to number 2. Sine square 30 plus cosine square 60. Okay? So don't be worried about the square. Just find what is sine 30 and cosine 60. So in the table, we have here sine 30 is equal to 1/2. And cosine 60 is equal to square root of 2 over 2. Then remember, it's squared. So therefore, you would have the square of 1/2, that would give you 1/4. And the square root of 2 over 2, that will give you 2 over 4. Then combine them together since they are on the same similar fractions. 1 plus 2 therefore is equal to 3. So our final answer would gonna be 3 over 4. Is that clear now? Okay, let's now proceed with number 3. Sine 45 degrees plus cosine 45 degrees. Very easy. So from the table, sine 45 degrees is square root of 2 over 2 and cosine 45 degrees is square root of 2 over 2. Combine them together, you would have therefore 2 square root of 2 over 2. So can we still simplify 2 and 2 below? Yes, that could be equal to 1. So what is the final answer is square root of 2. Okay? Is there any question? Now let's have number 4, sine 45 square. Let's find it out here. So sine 45 is square root of 2 over 2. So square, okay, right here in our solution, it is being duplicated, the square root of 2 over 2. So as we duplicate, you would have square root of 2 times square root of 2, that will give you square root of 4. 2 times 2, that would be equal to 4. Then simplify, that would be 2 over 4. As a final answer would gonna be 1/2. Or you could have the square root of 2 over 2 square. You will just simply take the square of square root of 2. That will give you 2. And 2 squared, that would be 4. Then you will still get 1/2 as your final answer. Okay? Is that clear now? Alright. Now let's have the game. Okay, so in this game, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to answer. This is gonna be very easy. Don't you worry. Okay, are we now ready? So this would gonna be game 1. With the direction, find the unknown length of the triangle. This is gonna be the same as in our first examples. Okay, so number 1. Okay. For sure, this figure is a 45 degree triangle since Q and 14 are equal, or the two legs of our triangle are equal. So what is the measure of, or what is the length of Q and P? 5 seconds starts now. Alright, the final answer is P is equal to 14 square root of 2 And Q is equal to 14. Congratulations. Now let's proceed to number 2. Okay. Timer starts now. Let's reveal. The answer is C is equal to 4 square root of 2. Very easy. Congratulations. Let's proceed to number 3. Timer starts now. Now let's reveal the answer. That would be x is equal to 4 square root of 3 and y is equal to 8 square root of 3. Congratulations. Now let's proceed to number 4. Timer starts now. Okay, so our answer is m is equal to 9 and n is equal to 18. Congratulations. Okay, let's proceed to the next level. This is gonna be game 2. For sure you will get this answer perfectly because this is very easy. Let's have the direction. Find the exact value of the following expressions. Just like what we did a while back. The values of the sine, cosine, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, shall we start? Get ready. Let's have number 1. Secant 30 degrees times cosine 30 degrees minus tangent 60 degrees times cotangent 60 degrees. Go. And the final answer is 0. That's correct. Okay, let's proceed to number 2. Twice secant sine 30 degrees cosine 45 degrees plus tangent 45 degrees. Ready, go! Now, the final answer is 2 plus square root of 2 all over by 2. Congratulations! Let's proceed to number 3. 2 minus 5 times tangent 45 degrees. Ready? Go! Let's reveal the answer. And the answer is -3. Perfect. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. 3 times sine 45 degrees square. Or the 3 times the square of 45 degrees. Go. And let us now reveal the answer. The correct answer is 3 over 2. Congratulations! You were able to get the correct answers. Are there questions? If there is no other questions, then let's proceed. Let us proceed with the self-check questions. Okay, so this is gonna be answered by you. Okay, let's have number 1. How did you find the answers? How do you feel? Alright, what mathematics concepts you have learned in the activity? Okay, do you think you can apply these concepts in your daily life? Well, of course, yes. And as triangles have special angles, do you believe that we humans also have special features? Do you believe in that? Yes, of course. We humans have different and we are unique individuals. Yes, we are all unique. In such a way, we have different special talents in life. Just like you in SPA. You can draw, you can paint, you can dance, you cannot sing, which I cannot do that. Others can do too. So, we are all have a special features. Okay, so just always remember, we are all unique in our own little way. So let's now deepen our answers. Let's proceed to the post-test. Direction. Choose the letter that you think best answers to each of the following questions. Still, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to answer. Let's start with number 1. What is the exact value of sine 30 degrees? Ready? Go. The correct answer is letter A. Number 2. The value of x in the triangle pictured below. Ready? Go. The correct answer is letter C. For number 3. What is the exact value of cosine 30 degrees? Ready? Go. The correct answer is letter B. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. For number 4, find the lengths of the other two sides of a right triangle if the length of the hypotenuse is 3 square root of 2 inches and one of the angles is 45 degrees. Go. The correct answer is letter C. That is 3 inches. Let's proceed to number 5. What is the exact value of 45 degrees? Ready? Go. The correct answer is letter C. That is square root of 2 over 2. Congratulations! Thank you for watching, and I hope that you were able to gain knowledge from this video and continue learning amidst this pandemic. God bless everyone. Happy learning!